LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
And there we got ourselves TheMongolz versus Signature. Welcome to the StarSeries 5 I-League Asia Qualifier, where we're gonna first of all see a Mongolian team. And first of all, the Mongolian guys, welcome logically, as I know that the Mongolian fan scene is quite existent and quite happy most of the time to come over and see some good Counter-Strike. And the Mongolians today fighting against the lads of Signature. And recently, there has been a little bit of rumors going around of one of the Signature players. And that actually is, and we're going to take a look at that. I think it was Cigarettes, if I remember correctly. Because we were talking about some... I have to say, he's a good friend of mine. I would call him a good friend of mine. The lovely, kind, big guy called Falcon Arslan. And Falcon, who is right now CEO of the Chinese org NDO, they're going to pick up Cigarettes. They are intending to pick up Cigarettes. That's at least the report that came in from DK, and that seems to be the case. Contract's not signed yet, as he said by himself, but it possibly might be this lad here from the Signature team. Very soon joining a team including Skitten, Percy, Moxie, Case, and finally himself. Excited to see if that will go. Talking about the map picks real quick, what we got ourselves here is first of all a Signature picking up dust2, the map that recently has been added to the map pool and that recently started a little bit of a controversial discussion if it is even worth it. If a lot of fans, I know there are a good bunch of fans saying this map is annoying, I don't want to see it, playing it's just very, very bad. Watching is one of the most exhausting experiences I ever had in my life. That's a little bit over the top, but you understand what I'm trying to say, and I understand why people are not so happy with it. First of all, though, the Mongols on a T side losing the first man NCL in middle. QQ picks up the first, and Cigarettes now with the pistol needs to be very accurate to hold him up from the B side. That will not be the case, though. Cigarettes has to do the retake together with the teammate as they got themselves. Oh, that kid Staka has not been spotted. That will be one hell of a tough retake. Losing players left, right, and center. RLX finds together with Genius just 2 frags, and now they need to come on the site all together as the reality might be called out. And the problem is the kid is now outside of the site, and they can play in whichever way they like. Relax finds himself hang, and Relax needs to get his stacker as well. Denied. Triple kill coming in from the Mongolians. And there it will be Signature losing the first one. The CT side not successful from start on, and this delivers the terrorist opportunity. Well, I gotta say, it is kind of worrying how those rounds sometimes start, but I think there's a major difference in the Asia qualifier between Chinese CS and also Asian CS. Logically, two different things, as China belongs to Asia, obviously, but not the other way around. And I think very often the Asian CS scene delivers us more of the interesting matches, while the Chinese ones are extremely tight, or on the other hand, extremely easy. One of those usually comes up. Mongols versus Signature is one of the best games of today, I would say. That's right next. After this one, we'll see her with Max Guys versus Fierce Tiger. And so far in Group A, the Mongols have only picked up a single point, as unfortunately they have had 1 loss and 1 tie. But as the bomb has been planted, Steka need to hold themselves close to the side. Reality has to be taken out. 2 more on short. The spray's on point. Cigarettes doesn't find himself. Those scout shots taking that back. Jumping QQ attacks one. And a Steka falls. Brings the second one here onto Mongols. Go for the classic 3-0 setup we usually know in those rounds. Goes CTs. Playing only with the pistols. Major long kind of setup. They have set themselves up. And I think 9 is doing the wrong approach. Long-range duels against the USPS when you got a Mech-10 is not the best of an idea. The kind of problem I see right here is that guns are going to be picked up. And we've picked up guns. Possibility of killing actually Signature in this round number 3 gets more and more realistic because Hangu 13, NCL 43, Mara with the Scout and 73. But as we're talking about, the guy with the highest HP falls. Reality has to pick up that AK to find a few more. I'm quite convinced he heard those steps. Hangu with 1. He sees the head of Reality and brings him down. 3-0. And the Mongols, with a good lead, now fighting against the Signature site, will pick up a decent bit of armory and weaponry. And that makes you feel so goddamn uncomfortable. Mara with that AWP gives now NCL the opportunity to go for middle. The smoke's not perfect. He rather waits it out and hopes for any early aggression. Rolex will have a good positioning for it though. Also on the other side along, we see Hesteka falling, bringing it to a 4 versus 4. And Relaxo. What is my brain even doing? Rolex, of course, is now holding himself closer and closer to the box. He hopes for the mistake on the Mongol side, and I think he doesn't have to wait too long in case he's as accurate as he wants to be. The Patient Cigarettes has a very tight angle to hold. But I'm quite convinced he will not be spotted in case he shoots. There. Finds himself hanging down to 31. That worked pretty well. Mara. Oh, that is such a nice drive from Cigarettes, but there, Rolex taken out in middle as well. Reality has to try together with Genius. It seems like a 4-0 is predetermined at that point in time, and the guns are going to be capped in the treasure. As Mongols have the B-side control, no retake, both are too far away and not well enough equipped. As there's also no kit on any of these individuals from Signature. The Thai side has to live with a 4-0 scoreline coming in from the opponents, and probably a hunt that might not even end so well as you would like it. As Genius will have a friend coming over. The guy's called 9. He wants to take the aggression. Ooh, escapes just the shots of Hangu, who's by the way low HP. Shouldn't be too difficult. And Reality finds himself 1, but NCL in return is doing a good job. 1 found. No aggression coming in from NCL as he keeps himself an AWP in hand. Sometimes it is a bit of a surprise, and something that is also repetitive at the same time in this Asian qualifier, that the opponent team usually starts off quite well. On the opponent's side. And as it goes, massive plane flying over us. Where's Sogo and Smeka? I think that the roster recently had changes once more. A good question though. Mongols, as far as I know, change rosters quite often. So, shot was nice here by NCL, finding himself Rolex. Wait, no, you're probably right. Sogo should still be in here. I mean, Mara, by the way, is their actual coach. I think Control and Kazi both left the roster already. Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking about it as much as you do. First of all, though, I have to see right here that there's the aggression coming in towards the B side. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, and as we're saying, it's NCL On to 3, the Mongols taking a great lead out of this, but the usual 5-0 scoreline procedure is that now full buy coming in. And the CTs, 2 kits, a major amount of utility, and logically the AWP onto reality. It's a point in time where you gotta make it work and finally start your engine. Full throttle. Angusama's getting out in there, but Genius is finding him in the end. It's 15 seconds. Mongols have lost a player. The possibility of taking mid is just major. Another one coming in. Smoke pops. In reality, he has a good gap then to do it in the end. He sees him and QQ got reacts onto NCL. Cigarettes back on the side of B. Might find the 12. Can only connect onto 1. 9 has 100 points of health. And on the top, though flashed. Gets himself a QQ got, but still a bomb to retrieve. And I'm not quite sure. Nope. Okay, that bomb lays way too far away. You could try to smoke that off, was my thought process, but not possible in the end. The question is, will anyone be found? 49 seconds. 9 has a good bunch of options right now. And if he keeps on proceeding like this, he could have found himself reality. But there, the op skill wasn't 100% on point. Could grab the bomb. He still doesn't hit those shots. I'm sure we have Mongolian fans, by the way, who can answer your question, my dear Nuada Temka. And now 9 hits the first one. Has to expect that there's one coming in from behind. Tunnels could be a lethal option and the possible one. He gets that shot. 9 is securing that number 6. And that is just nuts right there. The Mongols have set themselves a guy. And in the beginning, when he picked up that op in that round number 6, it looked like he's not going to hit a single shot with that AWP. Suddenly, last 20 seconds occur, and the accuracy has been pretty much 100%. Signature, this one is slipping away. Through their hands, through the fingers it goes. And down to a quite okay buy, they simply are. So, the short reality strikes, finds himself a Steka. As Hangu tries to lurk around in the direction of B, he barely finds himself anything there. Suddenly, from behind the ZZ comes. There it goes. QQ got ripping off Hangu, and that would be a horrible round to lose, to be very fair. 6-0 winning the previous round in such a fashion and then falling to those type of guns. Let's see how we need one. Genius taken out, 61 HP left. And switching over to the MP9 is probably not the best of an option. We're only extending close. QQ got running out of options to the right side. He still got one in middle. Cigarettes, 32 HPs, but still gets him through that wall. So an astonishing 6-1 turns into a 6-0, turns into a 6-1 after we have seen how surprising it sometimes can go. I probably expected more. Well, unfortunately, I was denied at that point in time. But either way, a 6-1 scoreline against Signature, who have picked this map. That's actually more than decent, I would say. That's reality. Just hoping for it. He's there for getting not much info. Horns long, he tries to peek around, but mid-focus is major here on the Mongols. I'm missing the smoke. There finally pops. What I kind of find of unfortunate, Mongols seem to never practice map. They don't even know the mid to B smoke that they can do from Xbox. That's kind of shocking, to be very fair. And NCL, he should have heard those stabs. He does not do so. That's kind of shocking. Mara to be the final man alive. Picks up that AWP and finds himself 2. Still 74 HP. Good to go, and he wants to go on that B side 100%. The Molo is blocking him most of the time, though. Genius goes to smoke in. Closing this out. It might be the perfect kind of timing there for Genius, and it works. 2-6. The Thai guys find themselves now another one in bringing down Mongols on their economic knees at this point in time. Mara could buy something for the teammates, but he rather buys himself that AWP. Alright, that's also an option. As Mara needs to escape that AWP in middle, otherwise that is a very useful tool given away. And so it's got to be 9 running away, picking it up. That's a disappointing start, because usually an AWP like this should try to find a frag and give one of the teammates a gun due to the killed opponents. But bringing down the options here for Mongols. A close range setup towards middle is always a possibility. They don't have a smoke though, so that will be kind of risky. As long as what they're focusing on, Genius seems to have a good position, and once they push out, it might become extremely deadly for the Mongols. So here comes the first. Genius hits a horrible timing right there. And with a Glock, and with nothing to see, he forces himself back away. Steka with a beautiful shot at the Q you got though. That's the way to start things off. Reality is still standing close to those double doors and highly interested. Not quite sure if Steka has those balls. He has those balls and he finds himself Reality. A double kill and the mid basically open. As there is still a Rolex staying towards a ramp. With 30 seconds, you gotta decide at one point in life. And right now is the moment to decide. That bomb is dropped towards short. Bring it on the A side quickly. And you could make it possible. Rolex standing on the ramp. Steka needs to find it together with Hango. He doesn't connect the shots. He's an easy victim. He's taken out, and overlong, a Genius comes. 15 seconds. That bomb has to be planted safely, and they're rather not going for anything towards short. As Cigarettes, as well as a Genius, still have the option to retake this. It would be one hell of a surprise if that setup works. As Steka now collected a bit of information, he can't connect the shot with the Genius. One else one coming in from the left, and now it needs to be Hangu. He needs to finish this off, but Aim Punch comes in. And poor Hangu. But in the end, this round could have went totally different, and it worked. When it looked so beautiful, then you certainly get thrown on the ground again, but that's fine if you ask me. So as we're having it, 3-6, Signature getting back on track. And as they get back on track, it seems like for the moment, they might be able to get themselves a bit more here and there. So Reality now finding the first. That is putting them on the right track. The steering wheel with the car they pretty much lost, put back into control. So they're back on track with the Mongols suffering the last few rounds. And possibly with another one where they will suffer at. As it goes. The Mongols are kind of having a time issue going on, as they have to decide with just what they have left to make any aggression work. And the A side seems to be the destination at that point in time. Hangu might go in first. I think it was Hangai, wasn't it? And I'm sure we have Mongolians here in the chat who actually know much more about Mongols than me, so your information is always welcome. There it goes. Rolex back on the site. Suffering from a Hangai, but that's pretty much it at that point. 4-6, Mongol spy, far away from good. As Signature can close it out soon to get the tie set. The tie set, you get it? Because they're ties? They get the tie set? Hilarious. And there, as Genius actually realized that there are a lot of Mongolians coming towards him. Mara's gonna make the move. Those are flames, I don't care, I'm fire resistant. And so he gets himself that M4. Should switch it over to one of his teammates, but as I'm saying it, the bomb's down, dropped on shorts. As 30 seconds are left on the clock. Finally have to find themselves a way onto the site, but I'm not quite sure if they spotted the bomb there. It doesn't even matter. Rolex takes him out. Bo finds 4. One step away of getting Mongols back into a tight situation after they were doing a 6-0 start. The Mongols, not any start, not a 3-0, not a 4-0, 6-0. And then this happens. As it goes, Mongols, technically speaking, they can still reach double digits. There's 1 minute is left on the clock. Main focus is definitely towards middle, and I'm quite sure Genius has given that information to his teammates, where he could let Cigarettes hold middle and set Genius over to the other side. And the funny part of all of this is, no one on Mongols even considers a rotation back over to the side of B. It makes tick and talk. All passes away. Reality finding himself onto Stakamara, finding the Opera though, who's been fairly successful for the last few rounds. But in 12 seconds you have to go on the bomb site. This is a nearly impossible task, as Cigarettes is ripping him apart. A jump shot, he can't do it. But forget about this round either way. Where did the Mongolian power go? I mean, we have to say that that was actually a great start where we're seeing from Mongols. They were running away in the opponent's mapping with great fast-paced kind of style. Now they've slowed it down a little. You saw it right there, last 30 seconds play, and it got pretty much demolished there on the A side without having any opportunities and with major pressure onto yourself. There. This Tekka. And find himself any kind of frag. He has to live with the situation of being tagged down to 9 HP. The AWP are successful here, as it was reality. I think what the Mongols hopefully learned from the previous round is that doing those last few second things doesn't work when your opponent is having still a fairly good amount of utility. We saw flame, smokes, everything popping in. Signature has a very good grenade control when it comes down to that. Here, Genius. He's not hearing those steps. He's not taking a look at it. And suddenly it all falls apart for Signature. What was that from Genius? He stands here up on the rail, and he doesn't hear just when the players are coming over. I don't believe that. That sounds unrealistic to me. What also seems unrealistic is QQ getting that thing home. And there you have it. Azteca finishing it off 6-7. The Mongols on the way to recovery, possibly. So as QQ finds himself so the entry and a double into the middle. That is just massive damage. QQ cannot be stopped in round number 14. He cannot be stopped as his AWP finds himself fourth. Won't get the ace probably. But what is that AWP performance from the Thai player? Incredible stuff we've just been seeing, and he pretty much single-handedly disambled the Mongols team. A beautiful way to put it, a beautiful way to do it. And Signature secure themselves to number 7. Don't let the Mongols run away and possibly even take the half-time control with an 8-7 line. As I'm saying, QQ got with one more to go, found himself already a double. Can't go for the triple, but NCL is an easy target. 12 HP he has. Doesn't want to plant the bomb yet. Can't find cigarettes either way. So, Signature site takes a 1-round lead. Now down to the terrorist section, where I personally feel Signature has picked this map. They must have some kind of basic execution, some decent executions, because I feel like Mongols, they didn't have any. They were missing a good bunch of XX, a good bunch of real strategies that would give them that kind of tiny but good advantage. And this is something we have not seen from them at all. I mean, I haven't seen a real good execution. I haven't seen one that seems 100% dedicated. And when we take a look at it, Signature probably has a plan up and running with a smoke from QQ God as well as Reality carrying around a flashbang. And so it will come down to round number 16. While the Thai guys just directly pull through and take out as much as they can. The Xbox smoke allows them to move over short. Now it needs to be QQ God finally making some noise or steps. As 9 rotates over, the attention has been shifted, and that is very slow. Where is our long player? QQ God! His impact is non-existent. And that's a bit of a shame because 9 gets himself not only an ace, But also QQ makes his team fall down there. The real issue which I saw here is you have all your teammates coming over shorts. There's a smoke popped right here. I mean, it's kind of blatant obvious where it goes, right? This is a smoke. So they probably go over shorts. 3 players on long to rotate back. So there should be now that long player. That was QQ sending here, making noise, making attention. Hey guys, I'm long. Hello, can you please give me some attention? Because otherwise, you don't build up any pressure, because then signature is going to be predictable to all come over short anyway. With that being said, Mara taken out. The pistol surprisingly lethal, and Genius rips off the head of NCL when there is suddenly a cigarettes. Not stopping at all. Over long is a 9. And Hasteka goes the same direction. The bomb. Okay, for 1 second. For 1 second I was worried, but now, as they're taking the B site, should be all very clear. Genius. Having nothing really on the board, they rather try to all aggress towards long. They'll meet a Hasteka. And if you ask me, it's actually quite crucial that they keep as many guns into themselves as possible. They do. Cigarettes taking the duel, and no CT will survive, but also major casualties on the signature side. A 4K coming in from Cigarettes. He's on to 19 kills right now. So he's doing a really good job at that point in time. Cigarettes finds himself Hangu. That is pretty much set. The Mongols, they're going to see signature picking up those double digits. As the bomb goes down, it has to be round number 19 where they get themselves the control back into this, or more likely taking it back. Actually, the round number 20 it should be. Suddenly Hasteka finds at least one. So they're trying to run for the gun. They make it work. Hasteka finds Rolex as well. And he tries to put that headshot down, but it doesn't work in the end. Now the double digits are secured, and signature might bring this home soon. And so it's got to be Rolex. And this team, they have a suitcase in front of them, and there it says victory. They can just close it and bring that home if they would like to. This is, like mentioned, not really a Mongols map, so it's all fine to not find victory on this. See Aldo finding himself at least at 1 as Rolex falls. And QQ gods. Yeah. Not too much of a chance. Should be now working out. So there comes one, and there comes another. Reality. Making that round number 11, excuse me, making round number 19 become the 11th one for signature. And as it goes, Bit of strategic finesse. Those guys from Mongols need, and at this point in time, it seems like they have that finesse found on over long. Cigarettes as well as Genius already out. One potential lurk to change it though. There, Azteca gets reality. Reality even disconnects. Sad story. At 5 versus 2. Seems really impossible. QQ finding himself Hangai. With 3 more to go and an AWP in the hands of the 2. Seems like it's not going to be working so well. There logically have a match pause. And as we have a match pause, it's time to show you something. You know, I'm good at showing something. And we go onto Google Maps, and I want to show you something very concerning. Which is, it's online CS, but just a little bit of a difference. How Europe is differing so much from Asian CS, for example. So here we have Google Maps. This is Mongolia, right? This is German, but it says Mongolia. And I think a few players live in Ulaanbaatar, which is the capital of Mongolia. This is Thailand. This is the distance. This guy sometimes meet in the middle of China, I guess. Just to, you know, let you know. Massive. Massive it is, and the ping differences are quite much there. The Mongols picking up that number 9, and 9 ironically finding Genius. So what this round will bring us, we'll see in a second, as Azteca will hear a big knock over on long. He's not flashed, but he's aware of that AWP and rotates rather back behind the car, hides himself as much as possible, and he can't be seen. The Molotov's perfectly though. Does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, Azteca! You're standing so good, but nope, you're not finding the frag, and so that is the opportunity given away. Whilst it looked like it could be a very promising one, and so reality strikes onto Hangai. 3 versus 3 it is, 30 seconds, and the Mongols, they have to take down a signature with barely any time left and major pressure, but there comes the run boost. Not really having the opportunity to bait much out. Now the run boost comes in. Now. No run boost. Okay. No. No. From all the opportunities, it is that happening. Oh God. Run boost. They line up. Mara does a collateral. Breaks my heart in two, I swear. Worst feeling in the world. Either way. The ping difference, by the way, is pretty much 0. Both having a very similar ping. There it goes. Mora finding reality. So Car 98 8 times. I love QQ God for that, I swear. The best name. It's a reality, excuse me. But either way, Mara with 1. The guy who did the collateral in the previous round is going to strike together with Handguy. Can he though find the AWP back on the site? That is the question. The USPS successful enough with the addition of NCL. And Mr. QQ running out of options. The tie has been secured. 11-11 it is. That's 1:35 is left in the clock. A lot of time left for Signature to consider right aggression. And I personally said, you know, a few rounds back I mentioned Signature could probably have that because, you know, this is their map pick. I think they know strats. Then I saw the run boost and then I was like, maybe not. With that happening right now, Genius. Bringing down only himself. 246 HP as the AWP does its job well. 3 ops, by the way, on the side of Mongols, which is a little bit surprising. The flashbang's going to pop. Stack with a dink onto QQ, as well as the Genius taken out. So, seems like Mongol are taking that control and taking that advantage in round number 23. Taking their time. QQ ends up a Steka. The bomb could be planted. It actually is supposed to happen. NCL and 9 need to react. One more to find. The defuse can instantly come. That should be the info. NCL just goes for it. The bomb plant is nice to have an addition for the economy, but it seems like besides that, nothing Signature has gained. Their economy's average, and not much more than average. As they could grab themselves, though, AKs and armor, each one of them, but rather the utility, excuse me, the AWP, the armor plus ZZ is gonna be brought into the game. So the race to victory doesn't go so well. They have to go full throttle right here, the Signature lads, to win that race. As Mongols start up their engine ref in high and are on high RPM as well. NCL seems to be spotted. He has made the noise on the wood. Genius reacts like a genius to it and finds himself the first. Mara is not really in the mood to have any visitors over. And there he finds himself Genius. No knock knock, you're not home here. And so, QQ God finds himself Handguy though. Mara is fully flashed. Seeing a Tech 9 onto Rolex, that's astonishing. I don't know why he still has a Tech 9 in it, but talking about 9, it's only 9 alive. Somehow Signature seemed to take such a round and even find the AWP in the end. That's astonishing and it is surprising. But in the end, it works out for the Thai guys. And I'm honestly not sure what to believe in such situations, because most of the time I would say, yeah, that barely happens. But in this Asian qualifier, I've seen so many forces and such things going quite well for the team that was having the worst weaponry. Now long aggression comes in from Signature. Mongols reacting the total other way around. And Mara as well. That op is taken out of the game. Ryan eventually finds reality. He didn't buy head armor. And that's a no-no. So one op lost, one op retrieved back in the hands of the Mongolian players. As the bomb goes up, 13th one will be standing there on the scoreboard for the aggressors from Thailand. It's a flick of a switch sometimes that seems to happen. The Mongols lost a round they should have never lost. That's the first thing. I would have said they should have gotten that. But in the end, seems like QQ got in co. Really easy. Get on the right track. And it goes. It's pretty much the last chance for the CT site to come alive in this game, because after this one they barely have anything to come up with, economically speaking. The wallets are quite slim, as Steka found. A is a little bit more vulnerable, but mid is open. It could be taken a smoke towards CT. And the split onto the B side could happen either way. Reality sees the feet of Mara. He shoots in his hip, I think it was in the end. And as that is happening, even NCL, somehow that shot now became #1 pre-fire spot here off the Thailand players. Reality on a double. And his shots are so goddamn good that now NCL though might have a problem with all of this. He gets himself genius. 27 HP though has. And that bomb goes down. Cigarettes could find at least NCL. One body shot, this guy's out. He does it. Onto Car, another one awaits him, by the way. He doesn't seem to be interested in taking that aggression, which is understandable. As it's going to be 14-12. There you see the Mongols buy, brought to the minimum. 9 is the only one. There's a few spare dollars. And those spare dollars he might bring up for the next one to buy his teammates a nice present. As reality is taken out, a gun that could be picked. Ah, but well done. Kiki grabs the gun and puts it away. No Mongols allowed to have that. And look at Azteca walking through. He's like, where's his gun? I thought I had a gun. I thought you killed someone, and then like, no, I killed someone. I don't know where the gun went. I think that I heard a ding sound. Histeka easily taken out. No one we're actively focusing on long. And as the Molo pops, that's well done, because 9 has to rotate around. As he goes down, finds himself another perfect shot here from the Mongolian. 3 frags he found himself. And that off might become lethal. It's Mara, though, in the end, finishing it off, and that could be the 14 to 13. QQ hits it. A relevant shot, but the question is, does it, in the end of the day, deliver you what you need? Back on the site, Hangai. Nate barely does its job. 9 has the right angle to cover. 14-13, the back and forth. The closed map right now. dust2, who will bring it to the end? Mongols or Signature, who will bring who on the knees? And as it goes, time is ticking away. No one damaged on each side yet, so all intact bodies. Okay, here's the Molotov raining away. And as it fades away, it's the only one there. Remember, in the pistol round, Signature pretty much gave it away because there was a QQ got not reacting to anything. No Genius comes. Mara taken out. First individual lost. And the B-side aggression needs to happen. Hangai needs to be found. The bomb. Oh, Hangai! You can't get much more. And that bomb needs to be planted in the next 10 seconds. Someone check his top. NCL needs to be taken out. No! NCL finds him, and that will now bring QQ in a difficult situation. As he finds him, though, only 9 alive. And on the top there will be a QQ prevailing for the team. As it goes, oh, 3 smokes, that's one hell of a wall. Signature, they want to finish this off, but the Mara is totally against it. Same goes for 9. Bring that bomb on the site and you're good to go, and they seem to do so. So it's gotta be Reality, who's fully blind, finding himself a few. Right peek, makes it work on 1. Makes it work with the collateral. As it seemed to be, no, it was actually Reality that finished it off, but Signature picked their own map, find it successful in the end. So that's gonna be our #1 map. Next up, we got ourselves a lovely bit of train coming in from the Mongols. So see you in a second with Signature